Another LinkedIn Live. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So every day I'm here, approximately 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for joining. Chat's on. If you feel like participating or sharing just who you are and where you're from, feel free. Love to promote everybody. And it's a great opportunity to network and connect with other people on the call. So to get started, today's subject, how to amplify, magnify your content interactions. And you know, I've been doing a lot of experimentation over 3 years. I've posted every day, but more importantly, I posted and promoted as well. And that's a key element, is too many people focus on content and not enough on audience. And you got to build both at the same time with each other, because your audience will kind of direct your content as far as the feedback you get in the interactions, and eventually you'll gravitate to a topic that's more, let's say, relevant to your audience. And at the same time, you know, as you build your audience, you'll build your reach. Now, how to put it all together that multiplies it and you get some significant growth, because in the last month, I've seen my reach and interactions go up over 250%. And you say, wow, that's incredible. Well, it is, but it's based on something that's just as powerful as the result. And it's my tagging strategy. And I don't know if you're familiar with tagging, but let me just share my screen and I'll show you what it looks like. So here is yesterday's post. Here are the people I tagged. Isaac, Jenny, you can see, and they're all really high quality people. And I also put in exactly what I'm into and how to reach me, because you can't really link outside of LinkedIn inside your post or you'll get penalized on reach. Put it in the comments. But you can see here's, I don't know, roughly 30. Here's another 30, another 30, another 30. And I get tremendous interaction, right? Thank you very much for mentioning me. Great speech. I mean, so you get some really quality feedback, and it's so vital. So, and then how do you tag? Well, if I wanted to tag Gretchen, who was on the call yesterday, I just do that and start typing Gretchen's name and it comes up. Once I hit it, it's emphasized and Gretchen will be notified. So getting back to, the essence of it, it's meeting by plan and collaborating informally, not like an engagement pod where everybody has to do something for everybody. That's so unauthentic and the worst way to go, because LinkedIn will take this irrelevant audience that you have that's supporting you and find like-minded individuals. So now you're just complicating the situation, and it's usually just vanity. This is really tying things together and leveraging LinkedIn Live in addition to it. So with that said, let me share with you the benefits of tagging. One is recognizing and promoting others. If you do it in the right way, it's honorable. Everybody I tag, I've had a conversation with, an interaction with. They're into it because they really are a little bit more advanced and understand the value of it, because it's about being distinguished and differentiated by association. People see who you're part of, and if they're really high quality, high integrity, trustworthy individuals, you get some of the collateral benefit. At the same time, it creates third-party validation. When someone honors you, it's better than when you try to promote yourself. Sharing quality content is key, because in essence, what you want them to do is respond to your content. Now, here's what's really cool about what I'm doing, is my LinkedIn Live is my content. So as soon as I'm done with this broadcast, it automatically posts to my LinkedIn, just post on LinkedIn, and then I tag everybody to notify them. So now content gets direction towards your audience to, let's get going here. Here's what I've got today. If you don't like it, that's fine. Not everybody has to comment or like it. But I'll tell you one thing, I keep it fresh, and every 72 hours, if you don't comment, someone who does takes your place. So the people watching this show, if you want to get tagged tomorrow, comment on today's post or a previous post. The beauty of LinkedIn, every LinkedIn Live I've done, and I've done one every day for 7 months, you can look at, go back day by day by day. And actually, when I want to qualify people, my biggest criteria is their activity. If they're not active for themselves, they're not going to be active with or for me. Forget about them. You're looking for ways to dismiss qualifying candidates for your network. And the way to do that is to make sure everybody knows what you're looking for and everybody knows what you're not looking for, so they can keep looking. You know, okay, got a lot of stuff here. Amplify reach. Here's the key. I tag Gretchen. Gretchen says, thank you very much, Don, for the kind mention. Her network now has access and availability to what I just did. My network now has availability to her. Can you imagine when you get 100 people? And I would say my average, if you were to average all the followers, connections each one has, I would say a minimum of 10,000. Take 120 times 10,000, and there's not a lot of overlap. It's very fascinating. Find somebody that you're related to or aligned with. Go to their connections and see how many are in common. And even though you're in the same industry, doing the same thing, I'd say about 10-15% overlap. So now you got a huge population. You know, I tagged like this for a year and a half. I'm probably as proficient at tagging and doing it right. I think the only in 1,000 posts, I might have got 1 or 2 people who said, please don't tag me because I'm getting too much activity or I'm too busy to deal with this new activity. Everybody else, when I have to take someone out, I get an email or a message. Did I do something wrong? What happened? I was getting 150 to 200 unsolicited connection requests, you know, just from being in the group. Okay, knowledge sharing, that's self-defining. Community support, it shows you're building, you're facilitating, you're organizing, you're aggregating. You're taking action, you're proactive, and you're putting things together with what's already there, but aren't being leveraged properly. Bigger results naturally with bigger reach and more interactions. And now you're choosing. When you get more coming in and you got pull marketing working for you, you know, you're not as focused as going back to what didn't work and see if we can make it work. You know, there's a saying, it's easier to give birth than raise the dead. Don't go back. What didn't work, it was a time ago, which now things have changed even more. Start with where you are today, what's happening with you, the interactions. Those are the key things, the fresh people, the new people. Accelerated success through referral. Referral's key. And, you know, to get referrals, what you want to do ultimately, and that's my goal, is to be the ultimate connector. Now that I've got all these people, now that I'm working with them, now that I'm facilitating, right? Now it's how do we optimize? How do we maximize? And how do we build even better together as we go forward? Get top of mind awareness. I do LinkedIn Live every day. You can't miss me. Eventually, familiarity creates reputation. Have Zoom calls to move to the next level. Right? Get into visuals, get into now. The thing I love about LinkedIn Live is it's right now, real time, real people, real conversation, no planning. And the beautiful thing about it, you can make all kinds of mistakes and people say, well, he couldn't have edited it. It's live. That gives you very little homework after and very little preparation before, especially if you're authentic, conversational, informal. I mean, I want to be like in people's living rooms, not on some podium talking down to people. And stay relevant with updates. And then be creative. And if you want to take advantage of this, I've got 2 new coaching plans that can get you from 0 to 60 and nothing flat. And it's really just being able to share what I'm doing, because everything I created and developed was with sustainability in mind, duplication, and scale, and add in some fun to it. If you're not enjoying the ride, why you're on it? And who's driving? And that's the key here. Tagging can do it. I've got a strategy for polling. I've got a strategy for LinkedIn Live content strategy. I mean, why not? You're going to do all this work, decide what you want to do. And if you're just here to play, that's fine. Just put that as your intention and then measure against it. But if you're here to monetize, if you're here to get value, and the only way to do that is to create value, and not just what you give, but what you bring together. So with that said, hopefully this is a really quality opportunity to take some of this, get some quality takeaways. Reach out to me. I've got a couple more openings for a couple of my plans. If you're interested, let me know. And until tomorrow, have a wonderful LinkedIn day. Start tagging. Let me know how it does, and share this with others if you think it could bring value. I hope it does. Thank you again. I can't be more grateful.